Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. My name's Chris and today is another Tekton tool haul day. Why? Because the price on Tekton is always right.
Hey, how's it going everyone? Justin again, as always. Thanks for watching Client Graphics channel. Cheers to those of you that have your beers. I hope you're getting ready for a kick-ass weekend. That being said, today we're going to be talking about the Tekton half-inch impact sockets that...
So what's the very first thing you do when you get a new set of Tekton impact sockets? Well, you set them up for impact bowling. Now that's a strike. Now let's go take a look at some sockets because these things are fantastic. So while anybody can do a review on an impact socket set, I don't want to just do a review on an impact socket set. I want to make sure that they get used. These sockets might look pretty sitting here, but Justin Dow, I need your help so I can work smarter instead of harder. I need you as a full-time mechanic, heavy line, to put these to the test and let everybody know, will these hold up or are these strictly a DIYer tool? So Justin, please help me out and let me know how they work.
Oh, Chris, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Look, what I ended up doing here to make everything still kind of fit and work is I went 14, 15. I actually put my Craftsman 16 here on the deep and shallow. Went all the way up to the same amount that I had with the Craftsman. And then for the smaller size ones that Tekton set came with, I put them over here. I don't know that I'll ever use those that small of a size, but they're there just in case I do. And then the super big dogs are down here at the end and then right here at 30 and 32. That's actually pretty cool. It kind of gives you like a couple of axle nut sockets, to be honest, which is kind of nice.
Something that I'd be really interested in knowing is if you look here, you can see that it has the size and the brand laser etched on the socket here. Now, something like this Harbor Freight one here has it stamped in there. So I would be interested when you are using these sockets in close quarters and it's just flying on that impact gun, it's going to be rubbing against who knows what. And as you can see here, it does put some marks on there, but it's quickly able to be rubbed off. Now, when you start using those in a tight situation, how does that hold up? And is that something that you'd even care about? So if we do a close-up of this Tekton to these two Harbor Freight here, we can see that based on the cutouts on the inside here, they are from different manufacturers. So it doesn't look like whoever Harbor Freight used and Tekton used for their manufacturer, they're not the same in this case. So I'd be interested to know how this holds up because at this point in time, until Justin gets a chance to test these out, we've seen other reviews. They look pretty decent.
This is the first time use, believe it or not. I've been looking for a reason to use them because I haven't had a need for impact half inch yet, but here we go. Woo! Fitment seems pretty good, Tekton. Woo! Get some. Look at that. Oh no, just cracked in half. Oh, I'm just teasing. All right. Now using them for this engine mount, 15 millimeter Tekton. Hit that real quick. Bambo. All right, but just much more than impact use. Let's talk about beating it. There was a socket here that I ended up having on a Nissan Pathfinder, and it was in a relatively tight spot. This is, of course, a thicker socket, but I kind of had to tap it on there with the hammer because the lug nut had swelled up a little bit, and then once I was able to gun it and run it, we were able to break it free, get it off the car, and then I was able to tap it on out with a punch. So Chris's question was, does the laser etching actually hold up in a given scenario? I said, well, let's take this 19 millimeter in for consideration. Most vehicles, you're not going to be down here this deep onto the actual laser etching itself until I use the 21 on the Nissan, and you can see what kind of wear it actually put on it for a one-time use on 4 tires. All right, so getting a little bit closer just to kind of show you, it did kind of rub and scar a little bit. I don't believe that I can scratch any of this off. This is from the chrome wheel. Doesn't appear to scratch off. It's not a scratch and win ticket, but the important thing is the etching is still visible, but it is scarred over the top. It didn't seem to really wear too much on the laser etching itself. It did coat it, but it didn't actually tear it off. In time, will that continue to hold up? I do not know. Time will tell. But for right now, I was that close to where it was able to slightly affect the laser etching, but the laser etching still holds up.
So we can see here that this socket set, as well as the 1/2 inch deep, both go from 11 to 32 millimeter, and they are also labeled on the case. Now looking specifically at the shallow sockets here, you can see that it comes in a case and it really kind of looks like a torque wrench case, and I'm sure they use the same mold, just did it a little different inside. So looking at the deep impact sockets here, let's take a look at this 30 millimeter here. And here's a Gray's pneumatic compared to it, as well as a Pittsburgh Professional. And if we look at the insides here, we can see that they're machined a little bit differently. So again, they did not come from the same manufacturer. The Tekton ones are made in Taiwan, so I believe that these are going to hold up pretty good. But again, Justin, put these to the test and let me know how they hold up, and see if these are not only Tekton approved, DIYer approved, but are these Justin Dow approved.
Take it down, take it down. Oh, take it down. All right, first socket up, we're just gonna pull up a 17 millimeter 1/2 inch impact. Right out the gate, as I was looking at these when I received them, I did notice some features that I did like to begin with, which is how they did the actual cut for the hex. They did give you a little beveled point on the inside. And to me, that just seems to really kind of grab and release the fastener really well when you're impacting something, because you know you need a little bit of movement. That's what the hammering motion is. Let's take this precision screwdriver as for instance. So you see, kind of fits in the groove of the hex. So that's actually a nice feature to have when you're bam, 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 impacting it with your gun. Okay, so last feature that I shared with Chris on the phone was that, you know, between the Tekton, the Harbor Freight, and the Matco, and I've tried Craftsman, and I've tried Snap-on. The Snap-on quality is like, it's made with a really, really soft metal. Of course, it's meant to be because it's an impact. Where chromes are supposed to be of a harder metal because they're chrome, and you're not supposed to use them with the impact, even though most of us actually do from time to time. But with some of the lesser named products out there like Tekton, Harbor Freight, Craftsman, etc., even Husky, one thing I will tell you is that this is not just a soft metal, but it's not a hard metal either. It actually falls in between, making it a very durable socket that I believe will last for years and years and years. Overall, I've dropped them on accident and I've beat them with a hammer a little bit. Seems to hold up great. So final thoughts, pro use, DIY, weekend warrior use. What are my thoughts on the actual product itself? Guys, I gotta be honest, I never really was a huge Tekton or Tekton fan to begin with. I didn't have any immediate desire to actually try out any of their products. And to be honest, I had turned down a couple of requests to try out products in the past, but when Chris asked me if I wanted to try them out, and he really wanted me to put them through the test, and he really wanted to know some of my feedback on them, I was like, you know what? Okay, yeah, I'm willing to try it out. Overall, I think this product could make a good product for the working man in the independent shop or even at the dealership. I think that it's good quality. Like I said, it's there's a lot of features that I like about this product. All right, I know I appreciate you guys stopping by Chris's channel, aka Client Graphics, and I know that he appreciates you guys stopping on by. So why don't you do us a favor, go down in the description area, look for the channel name, scroll on over, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, hit the thumbs up while you're at it. I swear it's absolutely free, doesn't cost you a dime, and you'll be notified when Chris posts more content. I hope to do more collaborations with him, discussing various products, and I will be sending him out some products of my own for him to test out and give his viewpoint from a DIY weekend warrior standpoint. So that's all I got for this video. We'll let Chris wrap it up with his final thoughts. Thanks for hanging out with us.
So Justin, appreciate all the insights. You had really good results with these. I hope they continue to hold up year over year. Guys, these are not only great as a DIYer, but as you can see, Justin had great results with them, and that's just truly fantastic. In addition, if you ever have any problems, replacement lifetime guarantee. They're always guaranteed if you have any issues. And that's pretty much it. These are impact sockets. You can throw them, you can do whatever you want. You're not gonna have any problems with these things. So guys, really appreciate you tuning in. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. And as always, work smarter, not harder, and I'll catch you in the next video. They're just impact sockets. Give me a break. You know you wanted to see that. And make sure you check out Justin Dow's channel. It'll be down below in the description, as well as in the comments and up in the cards. I mean, what, am I gonna break one? They're always guaranteed.